This video is for drag icon Kori King.
Has this like weird output.
So if you're not Kori King, please feel free to scroll away. But also, if you want to, you can stay. Because what I'm about to share, I think, is some valuable pieces of advice that everyone can benefit from.
It wasn't working. I was confused.
If you're a content creator, probably in the queer space, especially in the queer space, the only purpose of this video is to be able to help you. Because Kori, girl, I feel you. And I see you with all the new pieces of equipment that you just purchased. First of all, congratulations. There were all very exceptional options.
Do the tech people care?
And also, I saw the part of your video in which you didn't want to get any criticized or shade because of the decisions you made. Like, get that. Like, you just spent that amount of money on pieces of equipment. The last thing you want to hear from someone is, oh, you should have done this, or you should have purchased that.
I'm going to treat myself. I deserve this.
This video is not for that. This video is because I know that there were struggles there. I know that it was struggle Tina regarding some pieces of equipment.
The fucking honeycomb octagon softbox I bought for the wrong light.
And I will get to the lighting, and it can be improved. And also, I want to explain some of the things that went wrong, so that if you ever want to continue improving on your equipment, you would be able to know what you can do next. But I want to start with the part that you left with, the last struggle.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, and we can't forget about the mic that I paid so much money for that I don't even have the equipment to use.
That you weren't able to solve because you needed to go to the tour in Australia. Best of luck in that. And also, I am rushing to make this video so that you would have it ready by the time you come back. And also, that's the reason why I'm taping this video in English. Because if you ever visit my social media, you'll see that 99.99% of my content is made in Spanish. So let's get started. And we're going to start with your microphone.
I bought the MKH416. I think it's like the Sennheiser.
The Sennheiser MKH416. Excellent option. It's one of the best boom microphones that there are around. It is very similar to this one, although this one is like 3 times smaller than yours. But the concept of a boom mic is very similar. First things first, the connections. Because as you were able to appreciate and struggled with,
the mic has this like weird output.
You purchase a microphone that has an XLR connection. These mirrorless cameras don't have an input for XLR microphones. If you want to use it, and I strongly advise that you do, what you will want to do is get your microphone, but also purchase an XLR cable, like the one I am showing you right now on the screen, and you are going to want to get an adapter so that you can connect this microphone to your camera. I did a little research, and the best option for you to be able to do this, I'm sorry, I'm going to read this because it's quite a long name, is to use the Tascam adapter. The model is CA XLR to the C. And yes, this is also a very expensive piece of equipment, but this is not the only option, okay? There are some cheaper workarounds, although they involve a little bit more work. What does this adapter do? It connects to a part of the camera that is called the cold shoe mount. For this very expensive, but also newer cameras, the cold shoe mount is like a USB-C port, if you want to consider one. So the Tascam XLR adapter connects to that part, and it like digitally and automatically communicates with your camera. This piece of equipment is designed so that you can connect an XLR microphone directly to your camera. And the operation is quite simple, although as you would be able to see on these pictures, they have like a lot of buttons and knobs. I do recommend that you read the user's manual if you ever plan on purchasing one of these. But as I mentioned, this is not the only option. There is a cheaper option, one that is simpler to use. If you don't want to purchase the Tascam XLR adapter, there are some audio external recorders that you can use to shoot. One of the cheapest ones, but also one that I think is very well recommended, is this one. It is the Zoom H1 XLR. It's more than half the price of the Tascam, and it is very simple to use. Once again, you are going to need your Sennheiser and an XLR cable, and then you'll connect that to your Zoom audio recorder. There are two options here. The Zoom H1 XLR has a line output, and that you can connect directly to your camera, or you can record internally your audio, and you will be able to put that together with your video on editing. So this way, you'll be able to use your microphone. But I see that you also purchased another one.
So I bought this Rode mic.
The Rode Video Micro Pro, but it was very echoey.
I bought a couple of mics, but this is probably going to be my favorite until I can figure out the other one.
And that was one of the comments that I saw on your video. That's just because of the microphone placing. It's very simple to solve. So once again, I am back with this, which is also a boom microphone. These microphones are very sensitive in the condenser piece, which is most of the times on the top of the microphone. The rest of the body, those lines that you see, are made to isolate the audio from this main condenser piece. You want to get that as close as you can to the audio source. Right now, I am about 3 feet away from my camera. If I were to place the microphone all the way over there, it would be very echoey. But because I am using this one and it is very close to my mouth, this is the only audio source that the rest of the microphone is taping. The same principle applies to any microphone. You want to get your microphone like 12 inches away from your mouth. And the way that all the people do this is that they boom the microphone all the way up. So if I place the microphone here, it's somewhere around probably, let's say, a feet away from me, but it is very close to me. But also it is directly pointed to my mouth. What you can do is you can get a boom stand and you can place it somewhere near you. But that's the principle. You want to keep it clear to your mouth. The Video Micro Pro is made more like from a vlogging style because when you are vlogging, you are holding the camera very close to you as well. But in a studio environment, that's my recommendation. You want to take your microphone out of that body cage and you want to place it near you. Also consider purchasing, I don't know, probably a 10 feet or probably a 15 feet XLR microphone so that you can have your microphone here. Then it's going to be cabled and it's going to get all the way either to your Tascam adapter or your Zoom H1 adapter. I wanted to start with that because I know that that's the last thing you struggle with, but also I want to cover a little bit of the lighting part. You did great in purchasing those 2 soft boxes that you purchased. And the reason why you struggle with your octagonal soft boxes has to do with 2 things. First of all, these boxes use what we call the Bowens mount. This is like a universal adapter for light soft boxes and adapters, and it is very useful, because the type of lights that use this type of modifiers all have the same Bowens mount. These lights or this type of lighting is called a COB light. Cheap onboard lighting. If you ever decide to purchase one of these, the current brand that you are using for your lighting, which is GBM, makes some amazing and very cheap options. I am using one of these right now to shoot this video. And also I am using a huge ass modifier, like this is 90 centimeters in diameter, but it's octagonal. And it helps the purpose of taping this video, but I probably think that you would benefit from another shape for these types of modifiers. Some of the options that I recommend that I think would be very useful for you are the Amaron Lightbox 30120 and also the Godox UL box. These come in a size of 1 feet by 4 feet. They are rectangular and they are very big. And now I am going to explain what Trixie Mattel is doing on her video. So if you see Trixie Mattel's video, you'll see that she has 1 light down, 1 light up, 2 lights to the side, and 1 light facing forward. The concept is very simple. What she's creating is a huge ass ring light. You already have the 2 soft boxes that are placed outside or to the sides. You would be missing the light that is facing downwards and the light that is facing upwards. And I will try to demonstrate what she's trying to do with those that are facing downwards or upwards by using this light too. Right now it is turned on, and as you will see, what it is doing is if I face it towards the upper part of my body, it is erasing all the shadows that could be casted because of the light facing downwards, so that also I would be able to have a very smooth jaw. And the same thing happens if I place this light facing downwards. Yes, this one is going to cast shadows because of my jaw, and this one will remove them. And all in all, this is rounding all my face with lighting so that it is soft. That's also another part of the lighting technique. This light bar, although it is very long, it's not ideal for beauty purposes because smaller areas of lighting create very harsh shadows. The bigger the light source and the closer it is to you, the better for smooth skin. Also, this is why I am recommending this type of softbox modifiers, because if you place them all around you and they are rectangularly shaped, what you will create is this huge ass ring light that will shoot light through all the corners of your face. So there will be no harsh shadows, there will be no texture, and those would be the other 2 lights that you would be missing compared to Trixie Mattel's video. The last light that she was using, which is, for example, the ring light that she was using to have a catch light, which is this effect that right now, for example, you are appreciating because the light that I am using, you can get it from any of your lights if you point it slightly towards you. And that's it. I apologize if anything was explained poorly. Please excuse my English, but I hope that it is very useful to you, particularly that part about the Sennheiser. But if this video is useful to you and you have any other question, please feel free to reach out. I am leaving my email on the description so you will be able to contact me. And that comment is for everyone. This is what I do. I like to explain things so that you can have the best possible outcome regarding your equipment, because I know that this shit is hard and you'll be able to see more, probably in Spanish, on this channel. So if you like this video, please feel free to subscribe and catch you on the next one.